right around the time that you start with WWE, maybe right, or WWF, excuse me, but either right before or right after is when the AWA shuts down for good. When you hear that, given how important it was to the development of you as a performer, you as a wrestler, what are your thoughts when you hear that it's gone, given you grew up watching it, and it was a big part of this area that we're sitting in right now, Minneapolis, and the whole Twin Cities area. When it's gone forever, what are your thoughts as someone who worked there and also someone who enjoyed it and watched it growing up?
Well, you could kind of see it, the writing on the wall, because the East Coast was getting so strong. I mean, it wasn't just AWA that shut down in the 90s. It was them going through everybody, like fire through the woods.
Yeah.
I mean, they went through and just knocked out everybody's territory. And they had a better product. They had people that were in shape. Times were changing. People didn't want to see old guys sitting in a headlock for 10 minutes anymore. They wanted to see bodies, and that's what he was selling, was somebody in shape. He was selling a lot better product. It was filmed better. It had more, basically more appealing than the old show that was held, taped with a handheld camera in a studio of 50 to 150 people. It was a building that had all types of things going off, lights, sparkle, fireworks. I mean, it was a production.
Yeah.
It wasn't what people were used to, and the times had changed. So, and everybody, there were a lot more characters. I mean, there were a lot of characters with Mad Dog and the Crusher, but he took it to another level, the guy on the East Coast. And when he took it to another level, people started tuning in more. And, TBS had their characters too, with the Flair and the other groups that were down there in Atlanta, but he took it to another level, and it was a better produced show. So all of a sudden you could see it coming that he's going to wipe all these guys out. So it was sad to see him go. I mean, it was the changing of the guard. That era was over.
And never returned.
It never came back. No, and it never will.